Hello, welcome to Jadekind Gaming. My name is Adam, and today I'm going to be unboxing the Tavern accessory set, which is under the 4D tiles line, or the Warlock tiles line. WizKids couldn't decide. But there's a few pieces in here that I don't know if I care about, and there's a few in here that I very much care about, and some other decent stuff in here. On the back, they tell you what's included, but it's also visible through the window, and not at a scale where the large barrel is smaller than the small barrel, and the bread is as big as the bar. Like, it's a terrible scale for trying to convey anything, but oh well. Open this up. And they got a little promotion thing for their plastic terrain sets. Whatever. Let's just get started here. So the bar segments here are actually not one of the ones I'm particularly excited for. I have bars from Dwarven Forge, and they feel nicer. These are that same cheap kind of plastic feel that it's the reason I don't care for their Warlock tiles. But you know what? If ever I need two different looking bars at once, it may come in useful. As there are sections here. And I mean, they got, wood texture in here. If you don't have the Dwarven Forge bars, these, certainly will work. They will do the job to convey some sort of bar, however needed. So, got three little segments of a bar here. And then we got, a table and some little stools. I'm pretty sure from one of their other sets I have these exact stools, I think. So these aren't particularly exciting. And while I'm sure it is the same plastic, when it's thinner slices like this, it doesn't feel like it. It doesn't feel too bad. It feels kind of just normal, what you'd expect, when it's less of a chunky piece. And, useful. It can decorate other sets. I mean, you can have a room full of all sorts of different tables and stools, makeshift, whatever they collect, so perhaps bringing the bar back is useful for showing off this cask or keg, which has a stopper and spout or stand. And then there's also one that has a separate stand here. Yeah. So there's this little bitty one. Also has a spout, and it's separate from its stand, so you can set the stand down and then bring it out and add it. So you got a couple of those, which, for a tavern, I suppose, makes sense. And then we got our NPC, just our little Barkeep. General NPC is useful. I'm going to pull him out because, we put a table beside him to have a couple little loaves of bread. We got not sure even what this is. A container, some glasses, some bottles, all super tiny little stuff. But yeah, you kind of gotta have a mini next to them to show. We'll leave these right there as we pull out this piece here, which I really find interesting only because it has working doors. But it opens up for things, and then you can go through a nightmare of trying to put these tiny little things in here. And they end up on their side, and they try and shake them on, whatever. You'll need tweezers to actually set this up. But it's interesting in concept. Also, I'm going to take my loaves of bread in here. Seems like a weird place to put them, except that once you've closed the doors, it helps you not lose the tiny pieces. Then we got these beds. Ooh, and even the bottom is finished. That is nice. I got some beds from Dwarven Forge. The difference is, if I'm setting up like a whole inn, I can need a lot more beds than I would bars. So, very glad to have them. They do have that cheaper plastic kind of feel. That, I mean, that's what Warlock, that's what the WizKids stuff has. Once it starts getting to the larger furniture, I mean, that's what the Warlock tiles are known for. They're more affordable, and you can tell. But they get the job done. Likewise, I'm not a fan of the Warlock tiles, but Dwarven Forge is expensive, and if you want to do 3D terrain and don't want to pay those prices, it'll get the job done. Not going to deny that. So, yeah, having a couple extra beds to fill out an inn. And this little one here, this is actually one of the ones that I was kind of, like, I have no idea, like, why would there be like a chicken or rooster or whatever it is in the tavern? I don't know. That doesn't make a lot of sense. But it's definitely a sales point as far as, deciding which of the sets I was going to pick up. This was definitely instrumental in that determination, because I was like, I would like that little mini. And this was another big sales point for it, because there's a fireplace, which I can add a fire to. And that's another thing that I don't have nearly enough of just from my Dwarven Forge collecting, because there would, in a medieval structure, there would be a fair number, like, there's going to be more than one fireplaces in any sizable house, because it's where your heat comes from. Depending on how much magic in the setting, it may be where, at times, your light comes from. Yeah, fireplaces are useful, and if you go, you can go in some old houses at places and find, oh, there's 6 fireplaces here. Because, yeah, they were necessary. And, of course, saving the best for last is this bearskin rug. Another thing that a structure would have, especially if it has like stone floors, is rugs. And I don't have any. And I'm sure there's a way I can just print out design on piece of plastic and have something like that done, because it really would be very thin. But I don't have any of that. And so this is at least a rug. And also, it's a cute rug. Poor bear, but bear's dead now. Now it's a rug. So you can have this rug out front of your fireplace. It's fun. So, yeah. Just some set dressing for my Dwarven Forge collection. And that is where WizKids terrain really comes in handy, is dressing up the terrain that I like with their little dressing. So I will link down below where you can pick up the Tavern accessories set online if you're interested. Of course, you can always check out your friendly local gaming store. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye.